And we're live, not live, and not live the band. We are the Underground Wrestling Experience podcast. I am your current co-host on the screen speaking into a microphone. I am the experienced J.S. Michaels, and with me is my co-host, my life partner, and my lovely at Blue Star Bell. Hello, Lindsay.
Hello, Michaels. How are you?
Are you ready for a party today?
Always.
I'm ready for a party because we are bringing on right now the Electric City Mayhem. We have Squid Sterling and Zack Xander.
Hey, guys.
Yes.
How's it going?
I didn't know whether to call you that, Squid X, like, I don't know, Squid Ink Pasta. You never know these days.
Going around in the hat the last couple weeks, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's everybody? Did you guys get to party last night? Rock and roll? Did you do a concert? Did you get to go fight people? I mean, you guys are very diverse. So what were you up to?
We are. I guess I'll start us off here. Last night I went to Hoboken, New Jersey, and made my debut for Chosen Pro Wrestling, and it was a really fun time. It was such a different environment to what I'm used to being in. And I didn't know how the crowd of Hoboken would react, but they ended up reacting to me pretty well. And I was very excited, and I cannot wait to go back.
Good. That is awesome. Congratulations. And I'm not surprised that you got a great reaction from that crowd, because you are just really infectious when it comes to putting yourself in the ring and turning it on. And same with you, Squid. Both of you are just magic in that ring. So I'm not surprised if you guys go anywhere new that crowd is going to follow you.
Yeah. And y'all actually bring this like crazy energy to Smash. And when I was editing the last J.S. Michaels video blog, like I couldn't help but to feature Zack in the story, because it was really weird. Like the beginning of it, you're like, yeah, I don't have a spot on the show. And then like a few hours later, you're like, I'm permanently on the Smash roster. I'm like, this is awesome. Like I love that story because of the energy, and you both bring that energy, and it makes so much sense for you guys to be Electric City Mayhem. Like, what drew you together to be a band, to be a tag team?
Well, it all started, what was it, Smash Master 7? Is that?
Yeah.
PA Wild?
7?
Yeah.
Then we got put into a gauntlet match with Abs.
Yes.
And by the way, I do not recommend, not at all. Hurt.
It still hurt.
He has built-in foreign objects. That's not fair.
He does. And he's been in hell for so long, it's just put a whole different dynamic on him.
Extra grumpy.
Hope that he never gets out.
Or if he does, that he stays far away.
Yeah. No more rock hard abs for me. But we got told we were in the match, so we're in the back, we're talking, we're like, how are we gonna do this? Like, the man's abs are rock hard. Like, do we even stand a chance? And Xander is just like, hell yeah, we stand a chance, dude. What the hell kind of fuck is that? The rest is history from there. I did my piece, sent him out. We fist bumped, and right at that bump, right in that entrance, there was a spark. There was a connection. We knew we had something there.
Oh, yeah.
He went out. He did his piece. He slayed, kept him in hell. And we just kept going on from there. The rest is history, from BYO wrestling on up through the last Smash show.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah, so on the
And you
Pennsylvania
guys are
Wild,
so fun.
it was a reverse gauntlet, right? You actually had to lose to win. Like, how hard was it to change your minds to try to stop winning? And actually, maybe that's why you guys weren't able to win, because it was like reverse. It was backwards, right?
When it comes to something like that, like leave it to Rush, leave it to Smash Master to have a stipulation where you have to lose to win.
Yes.
Right? There's no other company on the planet that'll make you lose to win. So that was something to get used to. But I guess so we won. Does that mean we lost, or did we win?
No. As long as we send Abs back to hell, I think it's a win-win no matter what.
Everybody wins. Zach's like, yeah, I don't even know.
I know, that's what I'm giggling at.
I'm kind of lost for words. I mean, I think Squid described it perfectly. I think we ended up winning. Obviously, Abs is still down in hell. Hadn't seen Abs since, truth be told. but he's got that little cup of his, and he can keep it.
Yeah.
Are you guys worried about him creeping back up on you from hell at some point? I mean, Smash Monsters coming up every October. We do a Halloween Smash Master. Is there a chance that Abs comes back for more? I don't know. I mean, what would you do
if he does?
Because the gates of hell open to everybody around Halloween, so we don't know.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty fucking scary if he comes back.
I'm sending him straight to Bougie if he comes back from hell.
Yep.
Good.
I'll get. You know what? I'll one up that. I'm gonna send him straight to Face.
You know, I like the way you think. This is why we rock.
Yes.
This is why we rock.
Yes, exactly. That's why you work so well together.
Now, I don't wouldn't say any of this too loud because Bougie has a habit of taking everybody that everybody's afraid of and bringing them into the Pantheon. So we better not talk anymore about him bringing on Abs into the Pantheon. Like, could you imagine a half-rotted corpse of Abs joining the Pantheon too?
No, we don't even know what's happening on June 17th. That's still an option because Bushi hasn't released anything to us yet. So he may still be there. We don't know who his surprise guests are going to be. If it's Abs, I'm fucking leaving. I'm going the other way. Sorry, guys, no fan cam. I'm out.
And guys, like we would generally be on different sides of the fence. You know, I'm here in the 570 to bring back the glory, and you're the new kids coming up, right? But we all got to fight against Bougie somehow, right? And I don't know what we're gonna do. You guys have any ideas on how to dethrone Bougie because he's hacked things, he's got Face, he's got Hawthorne, he's got Rocket, and maybe who knows what's next.
Well, let's look at it like this. Bougie has an army, right? Jay Bougie has all these people, like you mentioned, JS Hawthorne, Rocket, Face, you know, Squid and I had our experience with Face, and even Shayla, we've had our run-ins. However, to take his army, we need an army of our own. And what we did, not at the last Smash Masters show, but Smash 7, I believe, when we all got together and when we all drove them out of the 570, took them out of the Troop Civic Center, when we all banded together for one purpose, one cause, we knew exactly what we needed to do. And at that moment, we had all of us, we had such a strong connection. We had such a strong form of unity. And to take everyone out all at once, that's exactly what we need to do. We need to have an army of our own.
I agree.
We need to band together. I don't know. I mean, Lindsay could band in as a fan cam. We could have.
Somebody's got to get it on film.
We could have it's our own little mosh pit. Our own little mosh pit. We'll have Lindsay in the pit, and we'll have everyone all together. And if we can all band together again to take them out, then we absolutely not only stand a chance, but we could easily take them all out.
Do you think we can break them up?
Yeah. The challenge is at this point, though, it appears Bougie has all the power. We don't know why. We don't know why Rosh can't stop it, why Masty can't stop Bougie's takeover, but apparently Bougie's got something that he's holding over his head right now. And seems to be working. So what's your specific plan? I mean, I know that no matches have been announced. Bougie hasn't said you're even his guests. Are you guys just showing up as fans? What's your plan of attack for this whole Bougie party?
Fans, I mean, we're permanent members of this roster now. Like we are the official rock band of Smash Master Wrestling.
We are.
Well, I don't care if it's Jay Bougie running the place. I don't care if it's Rosh running it. I don't care if it's Face. I don't care who. But we're showing up to rock. We're showing up to party, whether they like it or not. So they could either join the party or the party's going to run them down.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Perfect. So do you guys think that you will always just be the two of you, or do you eventually want to expand? There are not very many rock bands out there that are only 2 members, which you're killing it. And if you stay only 2, I'm all about it. But do you have any future plans going forward?
I think it'll be fun if we grow. We're young. We have a lot coming to us, but at the same time, like, I've never been in a rock band before. Squid was like, like after our match with Abs, not to bring him back up, but after the match, Squid and I got in the back. We did a lot of talking, and we did a lot of soul searching and connecting. And we discovered we want to be in a band, and we want to carry the Smashmaster brand over into somehow a new form of rock, and we want to make it our own. But we don't know necessarily how to go about that, and we don't know the proper steps we need to take. So I mean, I would be game with expanding on that and doing a little bit more searching into the brand. I don't know, what do you think, Squid?
Well, as much as I love two-man band 21 Pilots, man,
dude,
we ain't them, and
no.
we're going to go and get one of the best mentors that we could ask for. Xander, I didn't even talk to you about this yet, man. You're a little left in the dust. And
I am, I know.
Big surprising news.
Now, sorry, J.S. Michaels, Lindsay. Love you guys, but right now ain't the time to unveil that. Well, you want bougie in case knowing what the hell we're going to do beforehand? Hell no. But it's coming. It's coming.
I'm okay with a good surprise. I think that'll make the bougie party out the door. Fuck that. We have our own surprises. Fuck his party.
Our party's better than his anyways.
Hell yes, always.
He doesn't even have cake. We have cake.
He doesn't have cake.
I have ice cream cake.
Oh, nice. That's even better.
So when
hopefully he's lactose intolerant, and I'm going to force feed him that cake.
That's one way to get him out of there quick. You get him in the bathroom all day. Yeah. So is there a specific band that you're modeling yourselves after? Like, do you have a favorite like rock band, rock and roll band? I mean, Electric City Mayhem is a pretty strong name as a team, as a rock group. You've got to have people that you're kind of looking up to besides just this mentor to figure out, what your music might sound like.
Yeah, it's Electric Mayhem from the Muppets.
I wasn't expecting that as an answer.
Yeah, Squid and I, it's true. We are a real big fan of the Muppets. I've loved them since I was a little kid. Squid was telling me about his recent journey into the Muppets, and Electric Mayhem is such a good band. They had their own series recently on Disney Plus. Like, it's so much fun, and I'm absolutely being serious about this. Not joking, whatever. All serious, straight face, big facts.
Fuck the Muppets.
Whoa!
Whoa! Are you
What?
Oh boy! Do you guys need a minute alone, or
this is just how we rock and roll, baby?
No.
Hell yeah! That's what makes it exciting.
So, like Axel and Slash never got along, but they were able to make it as a band. So it happens sometimes. Differences of opinion.
No, we're good. We're good. No, Squid has
of course you're good.
than I would.
You got one of my on a real note, get a little inside of Sterling here. One of my personal favorite bands, artist of all time, is Hailstorm. Red Lion, love them guys, and to make it make sense, one of their hardest hitting song is called Mayhem. When you hear it, you just want to start swinging, and you literally just want to cause some goddamn mayhem. And
let's bring that on the 17th. Let's play that right before we kick Bougie's ass in the Pantheon.
Way ahead of you. We got lots of plans for some mayhem.
Good. I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
Yes, no, I gotta agree with that. I'm a big Hailstorm guy myself, so yes.
All right, so to put you on the spot, we've heard one of your favorite bands. We've kind of getting now how the Electric City Mayhem title, band title, rock band title, tag team title came together. There's also another kind of similar named team in the 570. And I know that a lot of people respect them, and they've been a large part of a lot of folks' upbringings, and that's the Diamond City War Machines. Now, you can't help and I know that you guys are all, good guys slapping hands and stuff in the locker room. You hang out in the locker room, you get along really well. But what would happen? What would your strategy be if Electric City had to face Diamond City? War Machines versus Mayhem.
It would not be my first time in the ring with the War Machines. Not only Brandon Pinhat, They are two hard-hitting, brutal, intimidating guys. Both of them have been mentors towards me ever since I started in the business, and I've had more than a handful of matches against them, and they are just one intimidating team to stand across the ring. And so maybe now my newfound bandmate Zack Xander here, I haven't been up on the overside with them pretty much any time we've been in the ring. They're really good. They're really good.
They are.
But hopefully together now we might just be able to be a little bit better if that opportunity ever came about.
You know, it's crazy. Sorry to cut you off, Lindsay. It's crazy. Diamond City War Machine. You know, they're local to Squid and I. We're Scranton boys. They're Wilkes-Barre boys. They're guys I have so much respect for. Mentors of the game, if you will. Pinhat has such a good hand and set of knowledge when it comes down to everything. Sound production, quality production, photography, ring crew. He has such a good hand. And Brad, you know, not to sell that short, because Brad also has all of those, maybe minus the photo thing. But Brad.
And he can commentate if he ever needed to. He's done that in his past. He's been a commentator before.
Exactly. And like these guys, they have such a strong mind for the game. They have such a strong integrity for the business. And it's if Squid and I, if we were to ever get in the ring with the Diamond City War Machine, it's something I would love to do. I would love to have that match. I would love to have that fight. These guys, they're incredible. They're so talented and they are so gifted. And I can learn in my young career. Squid's been at the game longer than I have, but I can learn so much from these guys. And it'll be fantastic.
Just pray to God they don't hit you with "Welcome to Wilkes-Barre," man. That shit sucks.
Nope. No, I'm gonna avoid that.
So
keep your eyes open and just run.
yeah. Just roll out of the ring and hope for the best. So are you going to come up with a parallel finish to that with with Electric City in it? And not saying you should compete with them, because thank you for your respect for the 570 heritage that built the ground that we walk on today. We definitely appreciate that. However, you would have to counter that finisher with something, right? Like if you're playing your WWE 2K3 or 2K23, right? I'm that old that there was probably a 2K3 when I was playing video games. But yeah, is there something you're thinking of or that you're developing with your mentor as a tag team finisher that might be able to counter the power of the Diamond City War Machine's finisher?
I don't want to confirm or deny that in the off chance that one or both of them are watching this right now, because they're watching that and I just give out that move, that whole counter to their special move. They're going to be like, we know what to look for through them.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. You need to have that leg up on them in some manner.
You'll have to see that one live.
Yep. Work smarter, not harder.
So let's teleport a little bit into what our brand of wrestling in Smash has parallel universes, right? We're kind of like the multiverse. We have Smash, we have BYO, and we have our partners over in right over in Hazleton. So the Sanctuary. Let's teleport to a parallel universe where you're still dealing with the Pantheon. You cannot get away from them. And you find yourselves not only against Rocket, but with no ropes. Walk us through that, Xander. How did you even prepare for a ring with no ropes for a stunt fight like that? I don't even know.
Look at that smile. He's still on cloud 9 over this.
Let me relax myself up a little bit for this one.
Yeah, before you answer that, though, Zach, you called out Rocket on Facebook.
Yes, you did.
You asked for it. You poked the bear, and you got exactly what you asked for. And then the fans got exactly what they wanted out of it, too, which was a fantastic match. Take us back.
Oh, man. So the story of that, what had happened, Sanctuary, they do the things called First Fridays and Proving Grounds. They run on the first Friday of every month. And actually, to sort of sidetrack real quick, today marks for me 1 year at the Sanctuary, the day of recording, which I believe is also the day that it goes up. So today marks 1 year for the Sanctuary for me. And that's incredible. And to celebrate with my last match being against Rocket, of all people, yeah, getting to fight Rocket. What had happened was we were doing the show as normal and things were going correctly. And then the top rope, not the rope, but the turnbuckle, it snaps, it breaks. So they said, hey, we're not running ropes for this show. We didn't get that message on time. We knew that the top rope broke, so we thought that there was going to be a middle rope. And I was like, all right, well, I don't have all my offense, but I can still do stuff with this. And then we found out there was no ropes. So I didn't have time to prepare for this. I didn't have that much time to think of a plan and to think of what I'm going to be able to do and how I'm going to be able to portray my offense. And really, once I got into that ring and I started feeling everything, I was like, all right, I know exactly where I need to be. I know exactly what I got to do. I know how I got to fight Rocket. Now, I came up short that night. The TCW light heavyweight champion, fantastic. He's a fantastic stunt fighter in this case, and an even better wrestler. And I promise I'm going to get that match with Rocket back, and we are going to have ropes, and we are going to do this correctly. Because I'm going to take down, I'm not going to take down the whole, I'm not going to take down everybody. But I will gladly go at it again with the Rocket. I will absolutely do it.
Good.
See, I was
Squid,
thinking
how
you'd
did
go
you
in
feel
reverse.
watching it?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe you would say, we didn't need ropes. We don't even need a ring, Rocket. Let's just fight in the whole church.
You know what? We don't.
Great.
We really don't. Even if you were to give Rocket and I 2 pads on the floor, we would go at it. Give us 2 mattresses. We'll fight. We'll do whatever. We'll go wherever. Watching that match back, it was fantastic. It was a different feeling. I was on such a different level of proud for myself for being able to keep up. I wasn't even sure if I'd be able to handle it, but lo and behold, we got into that stage, and I kept up.
You did.
I had him. I almost had him.
And if you had to fight in the entire church, there would be like no less than probably 10 or 5 to 10 New Jack dives, I would suspect, off of things you shouldn't be jumping off of if you're seen.
I don't know. Maybe.
Those balconies are pretty high.
They are. They're very high. I probably would not do a dive off the balcony unless there was a million mattresses or pads or something to catch me.
But on the flip side, Rocket would. Rocket's crazy. He doesn't care. He would totally be taking that hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He moves in a way like midair that no human being should be able to like move and manipulate their body.
I agree.
For
Now,
real.
I still don't understand how he aligns with those assholes in the Pantheon because it's like he's too talented for them. I'll be honest.
And he's nice. He's not an asshole. He's super nice.
Yeah. True
Well,
story.
Well, you know, they are his family.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, family's the tightest thing you got. And I mean, they're not family by blood by any stretch of the means, but they
They're
gotta
family
do
by
what they gotta do.
choice.
Exactly.
I don't know if this has ever happened, but imagine a Rocket versus Prince on that match. This is all
That'd be
us being
scary.
wrestling fans for a minute, kind of out of character, but holy crap. Like 2 people who know how to do like the craziest moves ever, reverse things in ways that nobody ever thought of. Like, wow.
And champion against champion, like
Oof.
always huge.
I would eat that match for breakfast.
Hell yes. And then watch it again for dessert later.
Yeah. So Zach, you said in the middle of that match with Rocket, you kind of a switch flipped for you. Like all of a sudden, did you just feel like that surge of energy? Like, yo, I got this. This feels right. Like I know exactly what I'm going to do to this dude to try to beat him.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, yeah. And you know, I mean, the plans, like I said, they came up short. However, getting in there and just fighting Rocket, being able to hold my own, being like, all right, well, I mean, I don't have ropes, but I could use this, and oh, I see this, and there's an open opportunity here. This is what I got to do. And exactly, that's just how I went into it, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna try everything. I went for my finisher, the sliced bread number 2, and Rocket. You want to talk about a man who shouldn't be able to move it? He just flexed.
How does it back do that? And that's what I was gonna say. I think that was the moment you're like, I could do this, but then I just have to work harder right after this move because he's gonna try to reverse the next one too, right? Try to be a step ahead. So that was wild. So
Yeah.
and now, Squid, we're gonna go over to you to the other alternate metaverse universe over here, BYO Wrestling, right?
Yeah.
You had the luck of getting at it to the card because Riley Crow couldn't make it, and holy crap, there you are with another, rocket level opponent, MIT, Mr. Intellectual Tavius. How excited were you when you got that call?
I was stupid excited. I can't even lie to you. I was. I sorry for Riley Crow for missing, but thank you. Card subject to change.
Yes.
MIT is one of those guys that I've been seeing like on Smash Master and around the area, and I've been watching. I was like, damn, like this kid's good. Like I wanted a piece of him for a while. So when I got the call saying it was going to be 1-on-1 with him, I was like, oh God, like this. At like a damn near underground like Fight Club style show, like
hell yes,
it don't get much more fun than this.
The grittiness is who you are as a man of music. Like it was meant to be to have you there against MIT.
It was a perfect environment, man. I had a good opponent. I had a full stage, musical instruments right in the background. It's like it was placed there just for me. And we beat the living hell out of each other.
Yes, you did.
Xander, my boy, came out with me. He saw it all firsthand. Bastard broke on my drumsticks. You're lucky I got one.
Well, my nephew and sister were so excited about that. They're like, yes, we get to have a piece of the broken drumsticks.
It gives us something to remember. Remember
Absolutely.
that fight by, But MIT is a monster in the ring. Like you say, rocket level. Like they're not comparable, but man, they really are like on that same type of high flying, just crazy level that makes you not want to stop watching the match once your eyes hit the ring. You don't want to take them away.
No, and they're both so dangerous because they have so many different things in their arsenal that it's hard to even prepare for either of these opponents.
You're not joking. He punched me in the face. I turn around, and all of a sudden, I see this bastard flying through the middle rope, and he's tucking and rolling, and he hits me with a cutter. I didn't even have time to think, and before I know it, I'm just face first into the damn ground.
Yeah.
God, I'm going to kick out of this.
It was some like Matrix bullshit. I'm like, you literally just went from one time zone to the other, and we didn't even see it.
Man, that man is absolutely insane. And the best.
But you didn't just hold your own. You fucking kicked ass in that match. A match that you were called up for last minute and not prepared for. Didn't have time to watch tape on what he does. And man, you killed it.
Well, killed it until he killed me with a needle to fix.
Hey, we all have to take those spots every once in a while.
He cheated to win. He didn't even have to cheat to win. I don't know, like anybody watching this here was at BYO or watched that live stream, but you could tell, like, I'm an honest man. Like, he kneed me in the face so goddamn hard, I was seeing stars for days. And he still felt the need to play me dirty and put his feet up on the ropes, and just as if, like, it was a little fuck you. I remember that.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. Like,
we all remember that. That's not something we're going to forget. Yeah. So when you have that rematch, and it's inevitable, at some point you will have that rematch, no matter what stage it's on. Oh, you're coming for him.
I'm coming.
And you know what's interesting about your tag team, about your rock band, is that you're bonded by adversity, right? We had Zack, you lost your battle with Rocket. Squid, you lost your battle with MIT. Meanwhile, you go off and find a mentor, somebody that's going to be viable, because there's more than one person aligned with Rocket and one person aligned with MIT. You've got the think tank and the Pantheon to contend with in Smash. You also have the Goons, right? There's a lot of trios right now that are running around rampant. So I hope you put a lot of thought as to who you're picking for a mentor, because you're going to need the firepower going into whatever's going to come this fall.
Absolutely. I think that experience of who you may bring in could be life altering, and change a lot of shit that's been happening.
Yeah, you're not kidding. We put a lot of thought into this. This man, not only could he wrestle, but this man could fucking rock, baby. He could rock, and that's what we need.
Hell yes.
And it would
I
also
cannot
help.
wait to see who it is.
Yeah.
Me too.
Zack's like, I don't know either.
Present for all of us.
You shall learn.
Here it
Some
is.
advice for
I'm
you.
waiting for that text, Squid.
You guys have the think tank well scouted. You guys have the Pantheon well scouted. Find someone that knows the goons too. If you can, if they do, great. If they don't, add a fourth band member. Find somebody that knows the goons inside out, right? Because
I'm available, guys. I am always available. Don't forget, the fan cam person has a different perspective. I get to see these people in different modes. So if you need a fourth, I'm your gal.
I mean, she is right there. She is right there to the action.
Yeah.
She is so close to the action.
And I have a guitar. I just need to learn how to play it. And Squid, you could teach me.
That's
I
right.
mean, you don't got to learn how to play it. You just got to learn how to swing it.
you
And
go.
I already know how to do that. I've practiced that with J.S. Michaels. I'm like, you asshole.
So there is so much chaos going on in Smash right now. We have so many groups trying to take over, so many groups trying to bring order. We have Uncle Masty trying to just survive and not like fall off pickup trucks. By the way, from what I heard, Tommy Vex was driving the pickup truck he fell off of. That can't go
was.
well for Tommy Vex.
So
And
it's all
everybody
his
says
fault.
it was just an accident. But we know Tommy Vex.
My God.
He's a dirty little shit.
Yeah,
Look
see,
what
I
he
thought I
does
was
to
an
our
asshole.
commissioner.
And then I came to Smash Master Wrestling, and I realized how many assholes there actually are around me. I'm like, I'm kind of a nice guy now. Who takes their booker and knocks them off the back of a pickup truck? Like, I wonder if we're ever...
Mary put the manhole cover on the ground.
Jeez, I wonder if we
And
can
it's
get
like he
footage of
planned it.
that.
He knew that. Oh, mate! If there's footage, then you know it was a setup.
Everything's on the internet today, right? There's got to be some
Yeah.
footage of that.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, so guys, if you could wrestle anybody right now in Smash, if you could pick your own opponents, if you were bougie and just decided to book your own damn show and sing yourself happy birthday, who would you book yourself against? Like, what
And
would
it could
be the
be
tag
singles
team?
or tag.
Yeah.
Single or tag.
I think it would be fun if we did both. Truth be told, if we both picked tag and singles.
Go for it.
For me personally, if there's one person, well, two on the entire Smash roster, well, three actually. There's three people on the Smash roster that I'd love to wrestle. The first person, I'd love to run it back with Rocket.
Mhm.
Any given day of the week, love to run it back with him. The second person that I would love to wrestle is MIT. I'd love to. I mean, he cheated. Let's call a spade a spade. He beat Squid up. He had no right to do what he did. To get not only to try and get revenge for my friend, my homeboy. I'd love to tie it up with MIT. I'd love to get that match going. And someone like a third person who I'd really like to wrestle. Just because of how hard hitting she is, how intense she is, how much of a fighter she is. I'd love to get a shot at the bird. I'd love to check it out with Riley Pro. I fought Billy Mike. So
Yeah,
why
that's
not
true.
give me Riley? I mean,
Yeah.
I think I can hang.
Your
You've
partner
already
wants to get kicked in the head,
Yeah.
apparently. After what she did with Ricky Price. She kicks the ego out of you,
She's
man.
got some kicks.
Yeah, she does.
So would
She
you
does.
want to do the think tank as a tag match then? So you can have Jason Furious as well as MIT and then kind of let Luca sit on the back end of that one? Because then you can have both of the high flying, don't know where they're going to be at any time guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like that, actually. I think that'd be fun.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you think, Squid?
I coming from someone who's fought both MIT and Jason Furious one-on-one, good luck with that. But for a one-on-one match, I would love to step in the ring with Mike Skyros.
Oh,
Rock
yes.
himself. but I think that would be one awesome hard-hitting match. Tag team wise, does Kit and Rosh count?
Fuck yes.
Yeah, why not? And why not BYO?
Fuck yes.
At the next BYO show.
Whether
Are you
it's
watching, Luca?
Or Smash. I don't care where it is. But after watching those two team up against Diamond City War Machines, man, I was like, that whole match was just a fever dream in itself.
Would you consider it to do a street fight with them? No ring street fight? That'd be epic.
I'm game. I don't even care. I don't care if I'm bloody, bruised, and broken afterwards, man. I'm ready. I am ready.
Yes. I love that.
I'm signing you up for this one.
Oh my God, please. Yeah.
He looks excited. He doesn't look like he's like, no. See how excited he is? He's dropping his camera. He's on his way there now.
And we know he already likes to get kicked in the face. So, I mean, perfect. There you go. You're going to get hit in the face with potatoes. You could lose to me and George anyway. It doesn't matter who you're fighting or who's actually in the match. BYO has taught us that. That's definitely a possibility.
I have a brilliant idea for a future match that I don't think anybody's thinking of, and it doesn't include you guys, but I think you'd be up to watching this. We already have somebody who's brand new, not just into Smash, but not even in the world yet. Baby Bougie at 1-0. What about putting Baby Bougie against Baby Bambino?
Oh.
Wow.
What do you guys think about that?
I'm at a loss for words.
I know.
I didn't think I'd ever have to choose between two babies beating the shit out of each other.
I know. I know, me either, but we're already seeing the next generation already developing. So let's already get them on the books.
That's right. Start them off early.
Mind blown. So, guys, I hate to interrupt, but Uncle Masty just sent me a Facebook message during this. During the Smash Rundown, which is going to drop this week, Uncle Masty is going to announce part of his plan to balance out the Bougie. He's got something up his sleeve, and he's going to make it public. He's going to throw it right in Bougie's face. And I don't know what it is, but he's promised to let us know when the Smash Rundown airs live. I think Lindsay is going to be the co-host of that, and it's going to be Lindsay.
Oh, I'm going to be like the main host to this. I'm going to be the person who's going to be running this one, and my two guests for this rundown will be Uncle Masty and George. We bring George in the mix as well.
Yep. So that will be on the 570 Wrestling Experience Facebook. And we talked about BYO Wrestling, Smash Master Wrestling. YouTube at BYO Wrestling gets you the last show in its entirety and glory. You're never going to have seen anything like this. Flying potatoes, Legos, beers, blood.
Potato mashers.
High flyers.
That aren't used on the potatoes.
Potato mashers. Like that insanity occurs. Ref Matt loses because I've been beating up on Ref Matt for 22 years in the 570, and he's still never toughened up enough to be part of the underground. I had to show him some tough love. And also at Smash Master Wrestling on Facebook, you have all of the past shows up to the Pennsylvania Wild available. So with that, those plugs, I wanted to get to one other point.
I have one more
quick.
plug.
Oh, go ahead, Lindsay.
One more plug for the BYO show. Not just is the show there, but our photographer, Paige, her photos are cut into the footage. And let me tell you, that girl takes some fucking great pictures. Like one of the only photographers that gives so much emotion into the way that she edits and posts these photos and the way that they get cut into this show. You're going to be lifelong fans, everybody. So make sure to watch not just BYO, but watch out for Paige's work within that footage as well.
Paige Watching Photography, shout out. Same thing on Facebook. You check out her photos from all the events. The black and whites are insane. And then how it's cut into that BYO look, like shout out to High Tension Wrestling, to Alex Watt and his crew, and for putting that together. It's different. I've never seen anything like it. It gives me chills thinking about it.
Oh, yeah.
So speaking of wild men, we have to talk about one more group. We did talk about Think Tank a little bit, but we didn't talk about Wild LLC, which is run by Dr. Ethan Wild, right? Think Tank was Dr. Ethan Wild telling, telling Luca Mancini to do something. An aggressive corporate restructure, right, is the term they're using. So technically there's 4 of them. Is there a thought of adding a 4th member? We have you two, a mystery mentor. Do you have the thought of a 4th mentor to balance things out? And there's also 4 members of the Pantheon. Never mind trios. We're forgetting all this. Our math is bad here in the 5-7. There's 4 of them.
Well, I did go to Lakeland, so my math is not that great.
So let me ask you this, without giving anything away, because you're probably just thinking about it, or it might just be a thought now that I've brought it up. But is there anybody you've all trained with or worked with in the past that you would probably top 2 or 3 recruits to bring into your band if you could?
Well, one that I have seen come up, I don't know if he'd be interested or not, but this man loves to party. Ricky Price, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is damn near unmatched by anybody on any roster that he steps foot in. And I've been watching him since his day 1 training right up through his debut match, which is absolutely incredible. That is one man that I would see bringing on that could level the entire playing field with every one of these factions.
Yeah. And he doesn't even have to have any band experience. He's got that party experience. He's got that frat boy, flip cup, and that's all he needs to join this.
He
band.
comes with his own bouncer in MJ Stacks. Like, so you guys would actually have 5 people. So now you're outnumbering everybody. So that's a good strategy.
He's
a beast.
I love
Zach,
that.
and anybody that you've been scouting over at Sanctuary, I know that you've been running with the Honor Society group over there, and for the better part of a year now, right? And the Honor Society's been, up and down with their success. But would you pick somebody from Honor Society to join your band, or somebody else?
Well, I mean, the Honor Society and I right now we're sort of going through it. There's a lot of things happening. However, I will give the cheap plug. Vince Suarez and I are going to be stunt fighting Tyrant for the Sanctuary Tag Team Championships at the Sanctuary coming up this Sunday, June 18th. And I don't know, because Vince and I we've been at such a clash as of late. But if there were to be any one single person, and I don't know how much Squid is going to agree with me on this, but he's got a lot of music ability. A little behind the scenes, a little fun facts. I think, and just hear me out, it would be real fun to get Precious on board.
I'm not mad about that.
I mean, totally see that.
I'm not mad about that at all.
You wouldn't believe how musically talented this man is. All right, like he's very fun, very musically gifted, very musically inclined. I think Precious would be a fun dude.
I mean, given that though, like you guys are going from 80s rock now to like 80s pop, given Precious's get up and flashiness. Now it's starting to like really feel like Flock of Seagulls or something. So good.
I'm sure
good
we can
stuff.
rock them up a little bit though. Like we don't have to be a pop. We can totally change them up.
I'd watch some reels of Precious rock and roll makeover. I definitely
hell yeah
be glued to that.
You know that they don't call me to master a rock or anything like that. They call me to musical masterpiece.
They do.
Yes.
I don't discriminate against music. I love all music. Say what you will about whatever genres, it doesn't matter. But it's an art form, and art is powerful. And if you're coming from the pop era, we're in the rock era, hell, you could bring a country star in, and we're still
get this man a cowboy hat right now.
So would you let Uncle Masty sing vocals, or? I know we've all heard his George Strait. Don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. On his birthday party, he was singing a little bit. So, would you let Uncle Masty be your front man?
Oh, we heard him rap.
Come on in, man. Be the life of the party.
We got,
and it's good to align yourself with the owner of a company.
Right.
Good answer. We've been talking about Smash Karaoke for a long time. Could you imagine that? How much fun that would be, and how much we love to bring the fans in and see all the talents that people have. Very few people have gotten to see even that scumbag from the Pantheon, J.S. Hawthorne's music capability, but he has it, and he's a really talented guy as well.
That fool's so damn talented, it's not even funny.
That's the shitty part of this Bougie takeover.
Off.
They're all talented. Bougie's in music. Bougie's baby probably sings. Probably got an album already. Shayla's her own kind of artist. Face could do whatever he wants because nobody's gonna tell him no. Like they're all very talented in many different ways. That's why they're so hard to subvert.
He could be in one of those like screaming bands. I could totally see him being like, that's all he needs to do.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, so guys, to wrap this up, and by the way, Saturday, June 17th, this coming Saturday is Smash at the Classics. It pains everybody to say it, but it's called Everything Bougie, and we're all going to be there to not celebrate Bougie's birthday, but somehow to try to fuck it up. Be there. Doors open at 5. Doors don't open earlier than 5 because Classics probably won't open earlier than 5 because it takes them that long to open their bar. Or their establishment. They got to get the fryers ready. They got to get the burgers ready. They got to get the food ready.
And don't forget, drinks are not supplied. You need to bring your own booze if you want to drink. If you're 21 and older, they do not supply your alcohol. You need to bring that with you.
Yeah, go for the whole BYOB punk rock vibe outdoors. Somebody asked, is this backyard wrestling? It's professionals wrestling in a bar's backyard. This is not something you normally see, folks. So definitely get there early. If you live in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, hit up one of our Smash Master superstars such as Zack or Squid, and you can get your tickets directly from them for $15. If you get them on Eventbrite, you're paying fees. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Zack and Squid, they're not going to charge you. Well, okay, maybe that's how you get money for your band instruments. Maybe you skim a little. Maybe it's like $17 for real. Like,
but you're still beating the price from Eventbrite because it's like $18 and change if you get it from there. So it's still a win-win.
Nothing wrong with the people that buy things online, but if you get them in person, they're cheaper. I'm just saying.
And you get to meet the roster in person. Which is really epic.
So we're going to get right to impressions now. That's one of our favorite parts of our show. So your first challenge for me is I'd like to hear your collective together best tag team impression. And it could be somebody that's in WWE or AEW now or a classic WWF tag team.
Oh.
You ready? Listen! Scissor me, daddy!
Nice. And that's actually a throwback to Northeast PA Wrestling too, right? We've got some members that came through the Sanctuary.
Yeah. Anthony Bowen. He was a former Sanctuary World Champ.
Heck yes.
And whether you guys realize this or not, Billy Gunn's shoot last name and my shoot last name are the same thing. I won't say it on here because I don't want to get fired from my company for being my real self here. But we actually have the same last name. So, pretty cool. He's got to be related, right? How many of us are there?
And I'm not going to lie. That is John's mother, my future mother-in-law. Billy Gunn is her contact photo in my phone.
All right. Singles impressions. Zack, you go first. You can pick anybody you want, AEW, WWE, or classic WWF.
Listen here, Sean. All right? Oh, Stone Cold Jack Austin doesn't care about any impressions. Oh, Stone Cold Jack Austin is going to do anyone and everyone, Sean. All right? It doesn't matter if old Stone Cold Jack Austin is doing the Texas Rattlesnake, Sean. Oh, yeah. Sitting at the top of Queen oh, yeah. Or if you tell Mean Gene Dude to eat his vitamins and to say his prayers, brother, because that is what Zack Xander does. And what you gotta do, brother, when Zack Xander runs wild on you.
Yes.
Wow. You certainly set a standard.
You did.
All the dogs are barking.
That's great.
That's real. That's very real. I'm popping off right now.
Man, I don't know if that could be upstage, but Squid, you're an artist. What do you got?
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Yeah. He took two out of the three he did, or two I had in mind.
Oh.
Do them
That's
anyways.
all right.
Do them anyways. Do them anyways. Come on, Squid. Come on, I'm putting you on the spot. You got to get out of our comfort
Put
zone.
me on the spot, man. Let me tell you, Xander. When we were walking out for Smash Master Wrestling, and we just went. We felt that just up and you just felt the energy. Yeah, baby. I don't know.
I love it.
I'm a
That was
musician. I'm not an
amazing.
impersonator.
Guys, maybe for Halloween, you just
Maybe.
go as Macho Man Randy Savage and Macho Man Randy Savage. It'll be like an old WWE
Yeah, babe.
game where you pick the same people on the team and it's just different colors. Think about it.
One could be
That would be great.
like Mega Powers, and one could be NWO.
Exactly. Oh, that would be amazing.
Just don't forget that, 4 months from now, when I don't know, when Halloween comes around and you got to think about what you want to be for Smash Monster. So, all right. So Lindsay, you have your usual challenge. We already heard the Woo Ric Flair, but from Squid here.
Yes.
What do we have for your last and final challenge of this podcast?
All right. So for each of you, I want you to pick the person that you admire the most from Smash Master Wrestling and do an impression with them. Anybody but yourself. You could be each other if you want to.
All right.
So so you let you know who did who in the past. We had George cover Kit Raff, and we had we had Luca Mancini do an impression of Uncle Masty.
All right. Man, that's a harder question I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Zack,
I don't know if you're getting this one. Oh, really throwing us out on the spot. Thank God this is a post thing,
All right.
Thank God we're not actually live.
I got you.
We're live, but we're not live.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. You do your thing.
I got one. I don't want to necessarily say it's one that I admire the most, but if I just start, face, baby.
I love it.
Oh,
Zach's a little scared there. He's like,
I know. I'm worked
are
up.
you okay?
I don't know. Oh man, I guess if we're sticking on the themes of people we don't appreciate the most. Well, I'm the thespian. I'm Jairus Hawthorne. I'm second hand on musical and theater productions, and I'm not always in the main role, but when I am in the main role, yes, I'm the thespian.
That was good too.
Beat me up for that one, pal. I'm telling you.
Guys, you no wonder why you need a mentor. You just called out the Pantheon. Oh.
I will gladly wrestle the Pantheon. I will. Whoa, at least the thespian.
Yeah.
I'd get in there with Bougie. I
I'll take a hot tag.
face anymore. But I will take all of them. I'm in the face. I won't take the face. I don't know. Everyone else though.
It's on.
It's on. It's on.
All right, guys. Well, you have been great. Don't forget, everybody, come out to Classics Bar and Grill, Bryn Mawr Street in Scranton on the west side. It is June 17th. Doors open at 5. It's 5 p.m.
5.
Doors open at 5. If you want to get there early, hang out outside,
somewhere.
but you're not getting in until 5 p.m. Get your tickets online or from your Smash Master Wrestling superstars that are local to you. Thank you guys for joining us. It has been a blast. Everybody like, follow, and subscribe the 570 Wrestling Experience at 570 Experience on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been a blast. And we'll see you Saturday when we kick Bougie the fuck out of Smash together.
Fuck yes.
Right.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys.